approach is always first you explore the internal energy and then you bring in the external, and I think that's what modern acting is all about.
Regarding the movie, so how did the movie touch you personally? I haven't seen the movie,
Okay.
but I've heard the movie is very good. I will also convince myself on Sunday.
I think it's for people who are working in the film, it's a little difficult to be objective because we have gone through the process, we've shot the film, we've seen so many versions of it while we're doing ADR and some music work and stuff. But when I read the script, it really touched me. And I had seen Mangesh Davale's first film, which was really beautiful. And when I met him for the first time and he explained what he wanted, it was something that I was very excited about. And you'll see the film on Sunday. That it's in a village in North India where most families are very, very male dominated. He actually makes the man of the family mute.
Right.
And the woman of the family, he uses this woman to say everything that he wants to say through the film. So she's speaking constantly, she's making all the decisions, and she's really strong and powerful.
And he's the person actually who is the muted one?
He doesn't speak.
He doesn't speak actually? He can't speak?
Yeah, he can't speak in the film. So I found that a very interesting choice in the script to begin with. When I read it, I was like, wow. And as an actress also, when you get a woman-centric role, it's always like really very, very exciting. So personally, yes, for me, these were certain choices that I felt was, apart from all the other things as well.
Right. So can you identify yourself with the role a bit personally?
In some ways you have to, when I went to drama school, I was taught that there are two ways of approaching acting, that you look at a character and you approach it from an external point of view where you pick up mannerisms and all the external stuff. I could go to a village in Rajasthan and just dress like them and see how they try to make rotis and, be like them from an external point of view. But
so did you take the chance to do this before the movie?
I did, but my approach is always first you explore the internal energy and then you bring in the external, and I think that's what modern acting is all about. You have to find something within your own experiences which sort of connect to the character. And so to answer your question there, that yes, and then of course I went into the village to learn how to make rotis and carry water from the well, and it just sort of changes the body language. And Mangesh used to make me run for hours at 5 o'clock in the morning just to breathe that sort of landscape and wear the entire costume, the setup, because it's a very elaborate costume.
So for yourself it was also an experience personally that you never experienced before in this sense.
Yes,
I think the movie was shot in Rajasthan.
Yes, absolutely. And married women in Rajasthan wear something called chudas, and they never remove them. They wear them when they get married, and they're cut, when they die. That's all. You can't remove them. So you have to. And for me, initially, the first few days, it was tough. I couldn't do anything, and then my role is so physical in the film, so I had to wear it like day in and day out and just make it a part of my body and my system.
So you could also, let's say, be familiar with it at the end of it. So you didn't want to remove it.
I had multiple cuts here. Because I had to carry my kids, I had to do all the domestic chores, around the house, and it had to be very normal and natural. And also, all the other actors in the film, the two kids are local. Ours is so real, and all the character roles in the film, they were all from local theatre and local people. So to merge with them and just not to look artificial or an actor, I had to work doubly hard.
Okay. So you also had the two kids with you, of course.
Yes.
So was it hard actually for the kids or to play with the kids together? Because I think kids are kids.
Yeah. But the kids are, Mangesh auditioned over 11,000 kids to find those two.
Okay.
And he didn't want actors from Bombay or Mumbai, and he wanted local kids who would be real and who would be comfortable in front of the camera. And these two kids had never acted before, never seen the camera before. And they were, I can't even tell you how delightful they were. And they were so wonderful that I didn't need to do anything. I just looked at them and just reacted. And I mean, they actually
helped me. They were talented in this sense.
Yeah, I mean, they actually helped me. And it was such a wonderful experience to sort of have them. And they would come into my trailer and sleep with me, eat. The little boy, he would sit with his books during, in between shots where we had breaks in between. He would sit with his books and he'll ask me questions. He didn't want to miss his study. So I did truly become a mother to them.
That's very good.
35
and you still have the contact with them?
Yeah. I mean, they came to Bombay for a particular screening, and kids grow up so soon. It's like they grow up fast, so they're already a little bigger in 1 year.
I think next time you'll see them, they're a bit more bigger than that.
Yeah,
it's very nice. Okay, so you have also done other films which I know, like Brick Lane or Road Movie.
Yeah.
So also, of course, the list is long. So what was actually your most favorite movie where you played?
It's very difficult to say
It's a difficult question.
And I'm not being diplomatic, but I think I've enjoyed a lot of different films for different reasons. My first big film was actually a German film called Chatterjee.
Right.
And that film will always remain very, very special to me. And I came to Berlinale for the first time with that film. And then from there to Brick Lane, then Road Movie. I've always played also very powerful women parts, and I did a very interesting film called Bombay Summer, also, which was an American film. And this year there's a list of films that I've done, which all would be, they'll start going to festivals and start releasing from September onwards, and various diverse kind of films. So it's difficult to say that, because I think for me it's interesting to sort of work in different kinds of roles and not repeat myself, and also work in different cultures. Like I've done, even this year I've done a British film, I've done an American film.
Right, the diversity is there.
5
you have
Indian
Rajasthan, you have Germany, you have
UK. I've done another British film this year, and then 5 Indian films. Now there are some regional Indian films that people are approaching me with, and where I have to learn languages again. So it just, as long as I do interesting things, it's not about my favorite. I enjoy the process more, and sometimes I disconnect myself from the end product, because that's a filmmaker's vision.
That's good. So, but your background is not really, let's say, you're not as an actress since childhood, let's say like this, because I know that you have studied chemistry before, and then came to the National Drama School. How did this happen actually?
I'm an actor by default. I mean, a lot of people say, but no, you studied acting, you can't be. I said, yeah, but that whole thing happened to me. And when it happened, I decided to study it, because I always felt that, if you want to become a doctor, you go to medical school. If you want to become an engineer, you go to an institute. Why is it that actors, dancers rehearse 10 hours a day and musicians practice 15 hours a day? Why is it that actors think that they are just spontaneous? I think spontaneity is something that needs to be practiced as well. And I think when I went to drama school, that was the first lesson taught to me, that as an actor you have to keep that wonder and vulnerability throughout. And I was very lucky that very, very early in my career I did a play with one of the legends of Indian stage and cinema, Zora Sehgal, and she was 90 years old then. She's 100 now. And I did my first play with her, and I saw that wonder and vulnerability at 90 in her eyes, and her freshness to approach everything, and her dedication to every work that she does. And that was something to learn from, and to be able to be adaptable to every co-actor, technician and the director. And so that was something like, I mean, that inspired me to...
So these were the different points actually which you had or faced which make you led to go this way actually?
Yes. I studied chemistry and I thought to myself that okay, 18 hours in a lab in some cold university in America, no, I think I want to travel the world and do something more interesting.
So then you become an actor or an actress. That's a good
yes.
thing. Maybe I can also think
gypsy.
about this. But I also know that you also can sing very good. Okay, you don't have to sing now, but
thank you.
But I know that you've sung for Page 3, for example, something, or also in the Royal Opera House.
Yeah.
So you're an actress, you have studied chemistry, and you're a great singer. So how does this actually fit?
I think actress and singer is a common combination. Like performers,
But many people say I cannot sing. Please don't let me sing.
No, I mean actually, when I did this German film, this was one of the advantage points that I had when I auditioned, because at that time no one knew me. It was my first sort of, Florian said, and there was a scene where, because I play a courtesan in the film, there was a scene where she's dancing and singing, and he said, I don't want it like, someone else, because in Bollywood it's playback singing. The girls really don't sing it themselves, right, someone else is singing it, And he said, I don't want that. I want this girl to sing and dance while she's performing.
Wow.
And so, the audition was sort of like that I'm moving and singing, and I passed that to actually, but traditionally, actors have been dancers and singers.
Of course, in the past.
Yes.
Sure, yeah.
So live, because theatre and musicals are all about that. So it's not something that's unusual. Singing and dancing and acting.
But as you also like to sing, do you love to sing, or you like to sing?
I love music, and music is something which is very spiritually close to me. And so a lot of my musician friends sometimes say that you should sing more and come to concerts and listen. It's something I don't want to make it commercial. And so I
you're not planning to record any albums where we can see your name on?
I've sung in most of the films that I've done. I sang for Tannishtha Chatterjee, I sang for Road Movie, I sang in Brick Lane. So I've sang in a lot of films that I've just finished a film called Bombay's Most Wanted, where I play a singer in a bar and I sing all the songs. So I do things like that, and it's something which is a personal journey for me. I think music is the most nebulous form of art, and to me it is meditation, it is my connection to myself.
So where do you think is the journey going to?
I don't think I want to guide it so early in my life. I still want to explore and see where it leads to.